Phoebe Waller-Bridge continues to curse everything she touches with her feminist hands. And as we anticipated, Indiana Jones is flopping terribly bad. So let's dive into this article. I mean, she's going to ruin everything. We know Tomb Raider's next as well, and I'll get into that in a minute because you guys know I can't not talk about Tomb Raider, right? Dude, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of blank space here. Okay, anyway. So this comes to us from Bounding Into Comics. They said Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny Thursday box office haul worse than The Flash. Bro, The Flash did terrible. And this did worse. Fast X and Transformers Rise of the Beast. So a new report claims that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was unable to best The Flash. How embarrassing. Oh my gosh. In the most recent Fast and Furious release, Fast X in Thursday box office grosses. Okay. So the Hollywood Reporter's Pamela McClintock reports Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny only brought in $7.2 million in Thursday previews, which is less than Fast X, which grossed $7.5 million in its Thursday night previews earlier this year. I mean, that's not necessarily amazing, but it's better. The film also failed to best The Flash, which had a Thursday preview night of $9.7 million, according to Deadline's Anthony. Yeah. So $9.7 million. That's a lot bigger of a jump. And The Flash did terrible. Let's not forget. Thursday night previews can be a good indicator of how well a film will do in its opening weekend, but it's not the end all be all predictor. Case in point is that The Flash might have bested Fast X in Thursday night previews, but it did not beat the film in its opening weekend. Interesting. Okay. See, I'm not really a number cruncher. There are a lot of people and I'm friends I have in this space who are really good at that. That's not my forte. This is why I appreciate articles like Bounding Into Comics and my friends who break all this stuff down. I know it's just like movie did bad. Movie did terrible. Feminist takes over movie. Movie does bad. That's what I see out of it. So as we know, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, her role here, what we saw in some of the previews, some of the clips and all that was the whole like, oh, I'm perfect. I'm the woman. I'm perfect. I don't need no man. Blah, 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 blah. You're in my way, Indy. You're this legendary character, but I'm better than you at everything type of thing. And then she has to punch him and knock him out and all this stupid stuff, which I shared a little bit in some of those spoiler stuff. But this is giving me hope to see it just start to plummet. To see it fail, to see the Flash fail, all that is people are truly getting sick of the woke stuff. They really are. And I know that we see on Twitter all these things getting tens of thousands of likes or more in some cases because it has some sort of made up gender in it or something retarded like that. But that does not reflect real life. I'm convinced that half of them are bots at this point or more. But at the very least, we know a lot of people who are supporting this kind of stuff. All like the super woke stuff, the crazy gender ideology stuff, all that. They're usually degenerates who don't have jobs. And so they can't support these things. Okay. Now, I don't know if there's any weird gender ideology in this movie. I don't think so. But it's more of just like that whole feminist angle and just completely taking such a legendary character and having him be overshadowed by this new girl who's just perfect. That we're sick and tired of seeing that as well. So she's also going to ruin Tomb Raider. Because why? Why not just let her stop at one or two franchises ruin? Let's let her ruin more. People have said on Twitter, it's like, what kind of dirt does she have on people in Hollywood that she's suddenly getting access to everything? How is she suddenly this it girl right now who they're putting in charge of everything, despite the fact that she's just ruining things? I don't know. But here it says Phoebe Waller-Bridge is resurrecting Tomb Raider in dangerous new TV series. We already know that's been confirmed, but in this case, she is trying to reel in the classic classic fans, as they always try to do? How come they always tease us with dual pistols for like a second, even though they actually don't play a role in the movie? They always make us think, oh yeah, we're getting some sort of classic Lara Croft back, but it doesn't ever happen. They just, it's the carrot on a stick, just luring us. And we're not stupid. Fool us once, fool us twice, fool us 3 times, you ain't fooling us 500 times. Like, we get the game now. It's at the point to where, why not just make a classic experience? Here's a novel idea. If you have to bait the classic fans into supporting your stuff, why not, I don't know, actually give the classic fans what they want? So she says dangerous and exciting. She plans on to bring back some of that 90s vibe. There's room to do something really quite dangerous, she asserted. And if I can do something dangerous and exciting with Tomb Raider, I already have an audience of people who love Lara and hopefully will continue to. And that is a very unusual position to be in. It's the old Trojan horse. Well, she already said that she wants to make the show grounded. Okay, so that already just tosses everything out the window. This Lara Croft here, she shoots T-Rexes, she does acrobatics, she has like superhuman strength. Essentially, she can push boulders, 2-ton boulders, she can do all these flips, and she has endless stamina. She can kill a T-Rex with dual pistols. What part of that says grounded? That's what people want to see. Come on now. Not that she's got to be perfect. Here's where Lara Croft got herself in trouble, was being too overconfident. And it would get her in trouble a lot, which we do see, especially in like Tomb Raider 3, when she decides to get on the quad bike and just drive up a ramp over the fence to get into Area 51 and knocks herself out in the process because she's a leap before you look type character. Used to be anyway, before they changed her. Now, I'm not going to hijack this entire video just to talk about Tomb Raider, because I know we're talking about Indiana Jones and how that failed. But yes, let's read more of her quotes here and then I'll move on. My parents were very smart because they didn't actually limit me, she recalled, of playing Tomb Raider. They could sense that I was going to just game myself into the ground, and I did. I packed the PlayStation away and I was like, I've got to not do that because I've got to write and read and do other stuff. Yeah, I'm sure she's just playing all kinds of Tomb Raider. More like she packed it up and said, I can't fake enjoying this video game stuff anymore. She goes, God, it literally felt like that teenager in me saying, do right by her, do right by Lara. I'm not buying that she's a Lara Croft fan. I'm just not. I mean, maybe because like British people, Lara Croft is an icon for British people. So maybe there was to some degree. I don't know, but I'm not going to believe it until I see her actually bringing some authenticity to the series, which I don't anticipate happening. So the opportunity to have, as we were talking earlier, a female action character, having worked on Bond and having worked as an actor on Indy, I feel like I've been building up to this. Yeah, building up to running it. What if I could take the reins on an action franchise with everything I've learned, with a character I adore, and also just bring back some of that 90s vibe, she continued, adding that it's such a wonderful feeling to think you know what to do with such a project. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, but I am not counting on it. So, here I made this tweet. Because speaking back to Indiana Jones, let's see what some of my friends have to say here. Here's Nerdrotic. He watched the movie and he warned, if you're an Indiana Jones fan, do not watch this.
Just got out of Indiana Jones and the Insufferable Feminist, and I mean this sincerely. This is heartfelt. Fuck this movie. But there is some good news. I think this is the last thing Lucasfilm could ruin. And I think it ends the inexplicable 15 minutes of fame of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. But the failure is complete. George Lucas's legacy, George Lucas's Lucasfilm, has been destroyed partially by a bunch of mediocre white women. Just got
so succinctly stated. That's amazing. So I said her job is done. She's looking at Tomb Raider now. Here's what Heels versus Babyface, aka Az, had to say. I'd rather be watching The Flash again. Not even joking. This is shockingly bad. Here we have Andre here. He said, I survived the stampede and got into the first local IMAX screening of Indiana Jones. All right. Good job. So then this meme was so funny to me. It's like, here she is, the Grim Reaper, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, 007, dead. Indiana Jones, dead. Tomb Raider, that's next. Oh, fun. People are like, I'm so sorry, Melanie. I'm so sorry that you're seeing your favorite franchise get ruined. And it's like, this ain't the first rodeo, bro. Tomb Raider's been ruined for me since 2006. But in 2006, it was better than where it's at now. But Tomb Raider has lost its identity since 2006. And people will be like, wait, but I loved Legend, blah, blah, blah. Don't even get me started on my issues with it. And the fact that it was the play school version of Tomb Raider. It was just babied down and watered down for such a low, non-gamer audience so that they can just watch pretty stories. But the aesthetic was good. So, okay. But I digress. You can watch plenty of videos I have dissecting that more. So yeah. And then this was in response to this article that I just read pieces of to you. And I said, the fans aren't stupid and will not fall for the bring back 90s vibe bait anymore. This is going to be grounded woke trash as per usual. So I don't anticipate them or her or anybody else actually giving us an authentic Tomb Raider experience. It's just not in current day Hollywood, especially. It's not going to happen. Not with the game, not with the movie, not with the TV show, not with the Netflix series that is going to be BFF adventures, road trip adventures. They lost the plot. They don't understand Tomb Raider. They just don't. And the people who do understand Tomb Raider are the fans who keep things alive with custom levels from the old school Tomb Raider level editor engine from 1999 that they keep going. You got people like Nico Boss who made the Tomb Raider 2 remake demo and so on and so forth. So there are fans who keep classic Lara Croft alive to a degree, but that's the extent of it. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to read your Bible today. I will catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.